Hey guys, James Sinclair here, and I want to do a quick video about the seasonal curse that some businesses go through. Some of my businesses, I call them feast and famine businesses. For example, you have this big load of cash flow come in and then it's gone instantly. And that's what happens in seasonal businesses. If you're a Christmas business, for example, usually December's a good month, February not so. Now, some businesses just seem to have regular income all the time. Like, I'll give you an example, that property business. If you rent a property out, the rent is regular. It comes in, it's the same each month. If you're an insurance brokerage, you can predict your fee income. Like accountants, they can predict their fee income. They know the cash flow that's coming into the organisation. But if you're a seasonal business and you've got this feast and famine moment, how do you solve the problem? Now, some ways you can get an overdraft, or you can do invoice finance. But imagine those things didn't exist and we was looking at the business and we had to solve the problem ourselves. There's a couple of things that I do. Number one, I do this thing called MRS. This is multiple revenue streams that initially fold into existing empires. So I'm going to talk one of our businesses today. It's called Marsh Farm Animal Adventure Park. It's a visitor attraction and it certainly is seasonal. You know, school holidays, great. The summer, great. The winter, not great. If there's a blooming heat wave, that's not great. If the World Cup's on, that's not great. We have all these challenges that can affect the income and stop people from coming, no matter how good the business is. So what we try and do is create multiple revenue streams that fold into existing empires. So if this is the farm park, we'll put a membership business on it. We'll put a day nursery on it. We might want to build one day we want to build a pet hotel so people put their dogs and cats here while they go on a holiday. This is all predictable income that feeds into the main beast. So I'm going to walk you through how we talk about that now using what I call my profit and loss chart for the seasonal business. And you can do this yourself. It's a really good way of making you think for your business if you're a seasonal business. Get yourself a line, and this line represents break even in your business. You write the word profit and you write the word loss, and then you write all the letters for the beginning of the month throughout the year. So January, February, March, right up to December. And then what you do is you get a pen and you choose the key business. So I'm going to choose Marsh Farm, the visitor attraction, which is the key, the main business here. And we're going to talk about when it's a loss and when it's a profit, just roughly throughout the business. And I'm going to talk about it as it is now, not from when I took over. So January is our worst month. It's a terrible month for us. So it's a huge loss. It starts getting a bit better in February and March, great in April, slightly down in May, terrible in June, even there's sometimes a loss in June, up in July, brilliant in August, down in September, big peak in October, down in November, big peak in December. When I took over, December was also a really bad month, terrible. It's now our busiest month of the year. So this stuff is possible. So that's the peaks are up here, and these are the troughs. And what you're trying to do is you're making sure that these peaks fill in the troughs of the business. Now, it's not always possible to get the main part of a seasonal business to, if you're a Christmas business, you can't get people to spend money and come to a Christmas experience in April, May, June, July. So you might think, right, okay, let's do multiple revenue streams where we can use the existing asset. So one of the things that I did first of all is I added in a membership direct debit income. And this is very regular income. So people pay a small amount and we spread their membership over the period of the year. And that stays the same as the year goes on, and we can predict that income, and that starts filling in these troughs and improves the peaks as well. But that's the whole idea, is I'm trying to even cash flow out so it becomes like an insurance brokerage, a regular income business. Next thing that I did was I added in childcare, which is a huge benefit to the business. January is one of the best months of childcare. February is good, slightly less in February because of a school holiday, up in March, slightly less in April because of a school holiday, up in May, brilliant in June, which is great because that's one of our worst months for the core business. Back down again in July because kids are leaving, going to school, terrible in August, worst month. Start building up in September, brilliant in October, slightly down, brilliant. And you see this happens. Now there is some, if I really look at it, there would be little troughs there, but nowhere near as much. But you start getting the idea as we start filling in these parts here, start filling in this part here, this part here, this part here, with the other multiple revenue streams that come into the business. That's how you solve a seasonal crunch business conundrum. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please comment below and tell us what you think, because that really makes it really fun and interesting, and I'll do my best to comment too. Thanks for watching. Bye.